Guys, we need to do some review. If you are good with all of these, then you don't need to write it down. But if you are not good with the perfect squares and the perfect cubes, then you need to write it down.
What do I mean?
I said if you.
So let's write what each equals.
Okay?
Oh, like one.
What's one squared?
1,
2 squared?
4,
3 squared?
9, 16, 25, 36,
36, 49,
49,
64, 81, 100, 121.
121, 144. Which is 12 squared?
144. Good. I don't know why I stopped.
156.
I just kind of stopped when I stopped.
There's a college representative from Dordt College
Dordt,
in the foyer. Any juniors and seniors that would like to discuss Dordt are welcome to come down at this time.
Okay.
I mean, we're making
What's the square root of x squared?
8.
Square root
Like,
of x squared.
X.
X. Okay, that's going to be key. Now let's go to our cubes. Let's see if you guys know the perfect cubes. 1 cube.
1,
2 cube.
8,
3 cube.
27,
27.
64. Dang, I'm guessing. 100.
125. 200.
200.
No, it's
237.
174.
36 times 6.
260.
Wow.
That was tough.
That was me.
Okay.
That's the same exact thing.
Sorry.
Negative 1.
Okay, now, you guys, why did I have to put the negatives here, but I didn't put the negatives over there?
Because you can't have a negative square.
Root. Yeah.
That
But,
simplifies.
Because if you square root on negative, it's the opposite.
What's negative 2 squared?
4.
Factorial.
Negative 3 squared?
9.
9.
Negative 4 squared?
16.
64.
It's the same, right? 4 squared.
Oh, I thought you said 4 cubed. I was like, hold
Okay.
on, what the heck?
Now, but how come it's different on cubes?
Because it's cube.
Okay, so negative 1 cubed is
1. Negative 1.
negative 2 cubed?
Negative 8.
Okay, so the same thing but negative, right?
Negative 64.
I was thought you said cubed. No size.
What is the cube root of x cubed?
X.
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 I see.
Cube root of x cubed is just x. Okay, let's go to the fourth powers. I'll probably need your help. 1 to the 4th is?
1,
2 to the 4th is?
36. No, 32. Wait, what? 3 times 2, 4 times 2 times 2.
3 to the 4th?
3 times 9, 27 times 3, 81.
I don't know this one.
4 times 4 is
16 times
16 to 4 is 64.
times 4 is 16.
256.
Is 256 right? So
Yeah.
with a calculator?
Yeah.
Looks right.
Okay. Do I need to write down with negatives if it's to the 4th power?
No.
Oh,
No, because why?
it's positive.
Okay. What's the 4th root of x to the 4th?
X.
X?
Just can't you like put it out like x 4 over 4? Yeah.
Okay. How about we're only doing very simple to the 5th. What's 1 to the 5th?
1.
2 to the 5th?
Yeah.
I got this. 32.
Okay. And 3 to the 5th?
243.
Really?
Yeah.
3 to the 5th?
Wait, seriously?
Cow.
43.
Mental math, boy.
Yeah, that's fine. Seems really big. Okay, what's the 5th root of x to the 5th?
X.
X. Okay, so that's kind of a cheat sheet to help us as we go.
Okay, I should probably.
Pick
Okay.
it up.
Okay.
Yo.
The very first problem, you guys, is Algebra 1 review. Problems 2, 3, and 4 are no longer Algebra 1 review. Okay? So we are going to use that chart to help us break down the square roots. There will be no decimal answers. Okay. No decimal answers.
I have no idea.
That's all right. That's why we're working through it together. Now remember, numbers are different than exponents. Numbers are different than exponents.
Numbers.
But they're aren't exponents numbers?
But they operate differently than numbers.
How can you tell the difference?
Well, the exponents are here than the numbers.
Oh, I thought you were just saying
Sorry,
the numbers.
numbers here act differently than those exponents. Okay.
Right.
Now, Algebra 1 review. I don't remember exactly how you would have done it in Algebra 1, so just, I'm going to show you how to do it. That will make 2, 3, and 4 easier. Okay, so you might have done it differently, but I'm just doing the way that makes 2, 3, and 4 easier. Okay. Which column am I looking at over here, if it's the square root?
Square one.
The square one, right here. Okay? Now, do we know the square root of 8?
No.
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 Oh, 2 to the
No, it
square
affects though.
2 to the square root of 2.
Wait. We don't know the square root of 8. Can we break it down using our list?
Yeah.
Maybe. Yes.
Okay? Where is 8 found on our list? On this right side.
Between 2 and 3.
Just 2.82.
Okay. So we need to see if something above our list divides into 8. Does something above our list divide into 8?
4.
4 does.
4 times what?
2.
2. Okay, so 4 times 2. So anything above our line, we check if it divides into it. Okay, now we are on to our x's. Okay. Do we know the square root of x squared?
Yes.
Is there any way to do steps with this?
Should I say look at list to break down the numbers? Okay. Okay. Do we know the square root of x squared?
X.
Okay. Do we know the square root of y to the 7th?
Why?
No.
No. We're going to break it down. Okay. Bear with me. Let me write this down for a second. Okay? I'm going to leave x squared for now. Okay? I need to break down y to the 7th. Okay? But I need to break it down so I have like y squareds. Okay, because this is the only one I know. Okay, so how do I get y to the 7th using like y squared? Okay, so how do I get y to the 7th?
Y squared times y squared and then y.
Close. Okay, Aspen told me y squared, y. How many do I have right now?
5.
5.
Just need a y
Y
squared.
cubed.
Oh, you can't go higher than squared.
Oh, y squared.
and then
Why not?
Okay.
Why?
So, how come Aspen said to keep listing it out? What do you remember that exponents do?
Yeah.
The add. Okay, so y to the 7th is y squared, y squared,
Wait.
y squared, y.
Wow.
Okay? You would have done it differently in Algebra 1. The reason I'm doing it this way now is because it's going to get trickier as we get to bigger loops. Okay? Again, why did I say to go to the squared?
Because you can simplify that.
Yes. And what type of root do I have?
Square.
Square root. Okay, so how do you want me to say that for step number 2?
Square.
Do it.
Just do it. No.
Make a square.
Do step 2.
Measure out angles.
Make variables into the
The
same
answer.
into the same power
That's good.
as the
Square.
root. Example, square root, you want x squared. Cube root, what do you think we're going to use? X cubed. Fourth root, what do you think we're going to use?
X to the 4.
X to the fourth. Does that help, Emma?
Yeah.
And then 3 will be simplified. Okay. You'll probably be confused until we get through a couple more so you can see what we're doing.
So I'm going to simplify this one to
Okay. So we're going to simplify it. Do we know the square root of 4?
Yes.
2.
2. If you can tell it to me, where does it go?
On the outside.
On the outside. Do we know the square root of this 2?
No.
So it stays
On the inside.
on the inside. Do we know the square root of x squared?
Yeah.
It is.
X.
Do we know the square root of this?
Yes.
It is.
Y. Yeah. Y. Yeah. Y.
No.
No.
It says on the inside.
So it stays on the inside.
Whoa.
Okay, we're not quite done.
You have to make y to the third.
Why do I need to make it y to the third? Because there's 3 y's. So this will give you 2x, y to the third. And then, what do we write?
2.
Okay, now be careful. Make sure you can tell that it's y cubed and not the cube root. Okay?
That's true.
Oh, for how do you get the x?
What's the square root of x squared?
X.
X.
What about the 2 though? Like what? Do you just like 4 times?
Okay, remember we went to our list
Yeah.
and we saw what times what gives you 8.
2.
4 times 2
Oh, 8.
is 8.
Mm-hmm.
Then we broke down the 4 because we know the square root of. We don't know the square root of that,
I gotcha.
so it stays. Okay, it's going to be a little bit tricky until we get through a few more, guys. Which column am I looking at for the cube root?
The cube root.
I'm looking in this one. Okay? Where does 54 fall in my chart?
Right there.
Okay, you might need your calculators out for this, guys.
No, give him a guess.
Why do you think I asked you guys where 54 falls? Why do you think that's helpful?
So you can look at where the thing might be.
Yeah.
That makes sense in my head.
Lucas? Okay. What numbers can I check to simplify now 54?
That's
Which numbers can I check to simplify 54?
Anywhere between 20.
6.
Oh,
6.
it's 216.
I only have how many options?
3.
3. One of these numbers hopefully divides into 54.
Okay.
Which number, the biggest one, divides into 54?
27.
27?
Wait, how did you find that? Did you
Just-
just know that 27 was the
Okay, how do we use our calculator to test that?
54
I thought you looked for the
divided
ones
by-
above the line, like we did over there.
You do.
That's what he did.
Or below the line, I mean. Because over there we found 4.
It's above the line.
Oh, I was thinking.
Okay.
That makes sense.
These are all good questions. Blake, use your calculator. What's 54 divided by 27?
Well, I know that it goes into it, but
If it goes into it, that's how we know we use it.
so you draw a line under what goes into it, and then you look which one's the biggest.
Yeah. I'm putting the line here, Blake, because 54 is somewhere between 27 and 64. Okay? So Blake, I know I only have 3 options to test on my calculator, not a whole bunch. Okay? Okay. So 54 is what times what?
27 times 2.
27 times
27 times 2.
Run 9 times 7.
Now remember, you can only use the ones from my list. That's it. These lists are the only ones you can use. Okay? Uh-oh, we're going to get tricky. X to the 6th.
X to the 3rd and X to the 3rd.
Okay, why is Emma breaking it down into powers of 3?
Because the 3 is
Because
on the
cube
outside.
root.
It's a cube root.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now why did she say x to the 3rd times x to the 3rd?
Because
They
it equals
add.
6.
Because exponents add. Very good. And do I do anything with the y squared?
No.
Nope. You just leave it. Okay, step number 3, we need to simplify. We need to go piece by piece.
3.
Okay, cube root of 27 is 3, so it goes on the outside. How about the 2?
Nope.
So it stays. How about the x
Oh yeah.
cubed? It
yeah, that's
becomes,
gonna go out.
and it becomes x.
X.
And also goes out.
And then y squared inside.
And y squared stays on the
And
So what would
inside.
be negative 2?
Three
Oh wait,
x
it's not
squared.
Never mind, it's like.
Square root 3 root 2y squared.
Oh, so if for some reason the number inside is negative, like would you have to put I? Yeah.
Nope, not necessarily. We're going to get to that one in number 3.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, why did Ben make this x squared?
Because there's 2 X's.
Because there's 2 x's right next to each other. Okay. Is it starting to come a little bit?
Yes.
This is very tricky, guys. If you can do today's, you can do tomorrow's. If you can't do today's, get help. Come ask me for help.
Do we have short
You don't know,
period
right?
tomorrow?
They're not like super short, but
Oh,
They're not that short. It's like 40 or 38 or something.
Oh, they're not like
They're not 20, no.
they're like 20 minutes.
No.
Get in there.
Dang it.
Okay,
Sit up.
number 3.
Cube root column.
yeah.
Cube root column.
2 and 4.
No, you can just do 8.
2 and 4.
Just do 8. 2.
Okay.
You need to be quiet. 2.
Okay.
She's 8.
Now, you guys, is negative 8 on our list?
Oh yeah, negative.
Yes.
It is.
It is, right? So, do I need to break it down if it's on my list?
No.
No. It just stays, okay? You only break it down if it's not on your list.
But that's just square root and it's under squares. Don't you have to square root negative 8?
Yeah, we will.
Whoa, so what
Slow down. You're just ahead of us.
Okay, so I'm not just confused.
No. You'll see. Okay?
That's an answer
Now,
right there.
what I'm saying is, Drew, why don't I have to do this business? Because it's
Yeah,
on my
because-
list.
But don't they have to be? I don't know.
Okay, just hold it. Okay. How do you break down x to the 7th? How do we break down?
X to the 3rd.
X to 6, X to the X to the third, X.
Yep.
Okay. X to the 3rd, x to the 3rd, x. Okay, step number 3, let's simplify it. What is the cube root of negative 8?
-2.
Negative 2. So it goes on the outside, right?
Yes.
Okay. How about x to the 3rd?
X. X.
X.
And the X stays inside.
X
Inside.
stays inside, and I rewrite my answer as
Negative x squared.
Negative 2x squared, 3 square root x.
okay, cube root of x.
Yeah. And if you square it.
3 squares.
Square root.
I gotcha.
Kind of, sort of.
Is that what you were trying to ask, Drew?
Sure.
Sure.
I don't know what I was trying to ask. Makes sense now. So.
Okay.
I think I was trying to do it backwards.
Last one. Last one.
Squiggly line.
What
Okay, use
the
that.
heck?
Now we're gonna do the 4 square root column.
Oh, we're going in between 3 and 4, putting a line in there.
Okay, why is Ben saying my line goes here?
And that's where the number is.
Yeah. It's 256.
Okay, chances are you're going to have to use your calculator. Which one is the biggest one that divides into 243?
We're going with 1.
Does anyone?
3.
81 goes in 3.
Okay, 80,
Yeah.
81 times what?
3.
Okay,
Ring.
Oh,
now what am I putting my x's to the power of?
Magic.
X's to the power of?
4.
4. Why 4?
So x4, x4.
So x4.
Because it's the fourth loop, so x4, x4.
Then you got y4, 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 y.
Yeah.
No.
y4.
Yeah, you do.
What?
Y4, Y4, Y4,
Y.
Y.
Y4. Y.
Yception.
Why not?
It's fun.
Okay, the fourth root of 81 is
3.
3.
That's not one.
It's not fun.
What do I do with that? This 3.
Wait, why leave it out?
Leave it inside.
Leave it. Then we're gonna go with X,
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 Y,
Y. Leave the Y inside.
Did you have 3 Miss Red?
3x
The
squared.
fourth root of 81.
Gotcha.
1/3.
So it would be 3x squared, y to the third,
4 square root.
fourth root,
Can we call it a quad root?
fourth root.
Square 4.
Let's make it a squad root.
How are we feeling?
Good.
Besides it's a little tedious.
Oh, we're feeling.
If we can have that chart, I think we'll do good.
Yeah.
Hey, did you put on the quiz?
But if I can't have that chart, I'm in trouble.
That is
If
very
I
true.
have my calculator, I can figure it out.
I'm in trouble. For
Who
sure.
are you? That's hard.
I bet there's a way on your
I'm
calculator you can get that
afraid.
screen to pop
That's
up
not
instead just didn't want to tell us.
Okay,
Error.
there's your homework, 19 through 27. Yeah. I'll cut off the other one, 19 through 27.